Back in mid-December, John Oliver did an episode, a bit of a deep dive on Elon Musk, his history, the high points of his career, and then also what he's become in recent years. He called Elon Musk erratic, self-serving, increasingly racist. He went farther than that. He said that he was space's first racist sheriff and a less affable reimagining of Billy Zane's character in Titanic.
That was the best line. That was the best.
It wasn't bad. He pointed out one point that Elon Musk was wearing a jacket from Ralph Lauren's midlife crisis collection. He's clearly going for bad boy there, but ended up looking more like a red-pilled Chip from Rescue Rangers. All of this is hilarious, right? Well, there was someone who didn't enjoy it, and immediately after that happened, Elon Musk took to Twitter to whine about it. And that's fine. We move on with our life, weeks go by, and Elon Musk is still crying about it on Twitter, and I couldn't be happier. He tweeted, this is yesterday. It is rather tragic to see an otherwise capable comedian like I am John Oliver become weak sauce. The reason he is not very funny these days is because he is too keen to pander to wokeness, which is fundamentally a lie, whereas great humor requires revealed truth. And as we all know from following Elon Musk's Twitter activity, he is an expert on great comedy. Anyway, he said, this is what he said immediately after it aired. Oliver was great several years ago, but stopped being funny when he sold his soul to wokeness, where humor is basically illegal. The issue with that is John Oliver is still hilarious. You're wrong about that. I don't know what you think wokeness is. I don't understand why anti-wokeness has become so core to your personality or whatever. I just want to say, Francesca, that if I were John Oliver, literally all I would want coming out of my episode on Elon Musk is for a month to go by and Elon Musk to still be crying about it publicly.
Oh yes, and tweeting at him.
At him. There's nothing you could hope for more as a comedian when you mock someone for it to still bother them a month later. What do you think?
Absolutely. Oh, sold wokeness, like wokeness that was definitely on the Epstein flight. I'm just saying, because wokeness is so rich, it just pays off a bunch of people. Yeah, I love that he got under his skin with a deep dive expose that was long overdue and was like not. The jokes about him were really funny and good, but I think he also kind of exposed just how much power Elon Musk has, how many satellites Starlink runs, for example, how many companies he's the CEO of. Like, I'm not sure that Elon actually watched the whole thing. He just focused on him being called Chip from Rescue Rangers, because actually it lays out a case of why Elon is incredibly powerful and nothing's actually being done to rein in the vast amount and sort of disproportionate amount of utilities and companies and government contracts that are under his control. So I don't know, man. I mean, Elon will always have the last laugh, and this is why we should always make fun of billionaires like him. But what are we doing about actually reining him in?
Yeah, it was what John Oliver's show is. It was a combination of both the substance stuff that we should be worried about, and it was also very funny. And I just think it's so sad. Their entire approach to comedy, they're so off on it. There were replies to him, like people who are, because the entire point of being on Twitter these days is to desperately hope that Elon Musk is like, if you send him a reply, he's gonna send you a check for $1 million or whatever. Like people responding, facts. I find comics like Dave Chappelle and Ricky Gervais are funny because they say the things that you're not allowed to say.
Oh God.
First of all, Dave Chappelle for a long time was my favorite comedian. Ricky Gervais makes great shows. His comedy has never been funny. Let's be clear about that. But also, do you understand the irony of saying they say the things you're not allowed to say, and they've been saying it in special after special on Netflix, being paid millions upon millions of dollars? Evidently, you can say it actually, and you can be paid a ton of money to say it. They might not be, they're not like sending dispatches from a hideout in the jungle, evading the comedy police. They scroll it and then ship it to someone who posts it on the dark web or something. They're being paid to do specials on Netflix. It's not as rebel as you think it is.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.